for group speakers. We'll start off with EPP. So Szájer for 4 minutes, please.
Honourable President, please don't regard it as discourteous, but I will be addressing the left wing of the House, the Green, Communist, Socialist and Liberal majority, which, in spite of the opposition of the EPP and Conservative groups, have forced this topic onto the Parliament's agenda this afternoon. I have some questions for you. Do you think that it is in keeping with the prohibition against discrimination on the basis of birth that there can be member states in the Union, such as Spain, Belgium or Sweden, for example, in which individual citizens are entitled to the leading offices of state, namely the title of monarch, due to the mere fact of their birth? My country's new constitution does not apply such discrimination. Do you think it's acceptable for there to be a member state of the Union, the United Kingdom, which does not possess a written constitution? My country's new constitution is a democratic written constitution. Do you think it is acceptable for there to be a member state of the Union, France, in whose constitution does not contain a catalogue of fundamental rights? My country's new constitution not only contains such a catalogue, but considers the European Charter of Fundamental Rights to be its direct model, the first country in the European Union to do so. Do you think it is in order for there to be countries in the Union which do not have a constitutional court, or indeed several countries which do have a constitutional court but that their jurisdictions are weak? My country's new constitution is proud to be able to guarantee strong constitutional protection. You are claiming that you are acting in the spirit of common Europe when you haul in the new Hungarian constitution for dissection, but in actual fact you are betraying one of the most important elements of the founding, or principles of the founding treaty of the Union, according to which the European Union shall respect the member states' national identities inherent in their fundamental structures, political and constitutional. If you did not organise, or are not organising, a debate on the issues in the countries I alluded to in my earlier questions, or if you're forgetting to mention the fact in this Parliament that in 2006 the socialist government rode roughshod over the right of assembly, then you are applying double standards. You are not willing to behold either the mote in your brother's eye or the beam in your own eye. You fail to notice that in so doing you do not help to advance the cause of European cooperation, but are sowing the seeds of discord between European nations. This exposes your true party biases. What I would suggest instead is that you follow the example set by the new Hungarian constitution by setting up constitutional obstacles to indebtedness so that another Greek, Irish or Portuguese crisis cannot ensue. I propose that in a similar vein to the Hungarian constitution you place the rights of future generations under constitutional protection by elevating environmental, budgetary and demographic sustainability to the status of constitutional principles. Here we should be protecting the rights of minorities such as the Roma, and uniquely the Hungarian constitution does this. Although we have already submitted proof to the contrary and have refuted in innumerable cases the following points, you keep on repeating again and again the accusation. So let me say the Hungarian constitution does not ban abortion. The Hungarian constitution does not limit the rights of same-sex people. The Hungarian constitution has no extraterritorial application. And in fact, we do protect national minorities in exemplary fashion. The Hungarian constitution does not diminish but strengthens the separation of powers and the principle of checks and balances. The Hungarian constitution is a European constitution which was born in the spirit of the full guarantee of fundamental rights, cooperation between the nations and European unity. In our constitution there are 18 references to Europe, and we have quite literally incorporated into it the Union's motto, unity and diversity. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a freedom-loving, democratic nation. We don't need to be given lessons in democracy by people who in their own countries have got a lot of homework left to do. Thank you for your kind attention.
Grazie per il gruppo SD.
Thank you. For the Socialist Democrats, Lopez Aguilar for 2 minutes, please.
Gracias, señor.
Thank you very much, Madam President. The European Union is a union of values and based on law.